held here at the Wiggins Auditorium for the purpose of discussing any and all business via remote participation in accordance with Chapter 40A of Massachusetts General Law and Governor Baker's emergency order dated March 12, 2020. In accordance with Governor's order suspending certain provisions of the Open Meeting Law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 18, and the Governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitation on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the City Council will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. Alternative public access to this meeting shall be provided in the following manner. The meeting will be televised via public access television. The meeting is being broadcast through the Zoom platform, and this meeting is being recorded by the city clerk stenographer. If you now please rise for a moment of silence. And now the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Move approval of the record, Mr. President, from October 8th and October 22nd. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor Gould. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton.
Yes.
Sasslaw.
Yes.
Mitsoulas.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Charis. Manny Martin.
Yes.
Turco.
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Rossignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Thank you. Seeing that there are no hearings this evening, the next order of business is reports of committee. Legal Affairs Committee, Councilor Melville.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. On Legal Affairs this evening, we were fortunate to have every committee member along with the rest of the council. So that would be Councilor Gould, Councilor Mitsoulas, Councilor Manning Martin, Councilor Welton, and I don't think I'm missing anybody, and Councilor Rossignol. And we were fortunate enough to have Brendan Callahan to join us to discuss the CPA open space properties conservation restrictions. During the discussion, some of these properties, according to Brendan, have been purchased in some time ago, and these restrictions were required by the state, and that we were updating that along with some recently purchased properties as well. A motion was made by Councilor McGinn, and it was approved by unanimously by the committee, and I'm prepared to make the motion. So it's a motion to approve CPA open space properties and conservation restrictions through Essex County Greenbelt to properly secure and record conservation restrictions in accordance with the CPA requirements for properties acquired with CPA funds for open space purposes. The 7 CPA open space properties that require a conservation restriction include map 107, lot 012, the Moquerdo property, map 106, lot 027 Valley Circle land purchase, map 120, lot 193, map 120, lot 191, map 115, lot 135 Tilly's Farm, map 083, lot 007A Scouting Woods, map 063, lot 094 Old Grandview Avenue, ROW of Salem, and Lowell Branch beginning at westerly sideline of Endicott Street, the Bikeway, and map 100, lot 062A, map 100, lot 062, 182 Linfield Street. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor Melville. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton.
Yes.
Sasslaw.
Yes.
Mitsoulas. Mitsoulas.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Charis.
Yes.
Manny Martin. Turco.
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Thank you, Council Melville.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda, reports of committee, Finance Committee, Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Finance Committee met earlier this evening. Present for the committee were Councilors Gould, O'Neill, Manning, Martin, and Turco, and myself as chairperson. Also present were Councilors Welton, Matsoulis, Charest, Saslaw, Melville, and Rozignol. There were a number of items on the agenda. First being a CPC request to transfer funds for the Riverwalk canal wall. There was a explanation of this provided by Mr. Brendan Callahan of Community Development, and ultimately a motion made by Councilor Turco as follows. Move to approve transfer from account number 270-0000330021 CPC Open Space in an amount of $98,868 to account number 270-1811-58562-2021-00-38088 CPC Riverwalk Canal Wall in an amount of $98,868. That motion passed the committee unanimously, Mr. Chairman, and I now bring that to for consideration to the full council. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor McGinn. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton.
Yes.
Saslaw.
Yes.
Matsoulis.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Charist.
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Turco.
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next item on the agenda was another CPC item for the Healing Garden project in an amount of $90,000. This is a garden that is to be built and established at Brooksby Farm. There was a brief explanation of that project, and ultimately a motion made by Councilor Gould as follows. Move to approve transfer from account number 270-0000330021 CPC Open Space in an amount of $90,000 to CPC Healing Garden, account number 18-58562-2021-00-0389 in an amount of $90,000. That motion passed unanimously, Mr. President, and I now bring that to the full council for consideration. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor McGinn. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton.
Yes.
Saslaw.
Yes.
Matsoulis.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Charist.
Yes.
Manning Martin.
Yes.
Turco.
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next item on the agenda was a transfer of funds to the three main accounts of the CPC, and that was from the unreserved balances. This is as was explained by the Director of Finance, Mr. Gingras, is a process that takes place every year, and a portion of which is required by Mass General Law. A motion was made by Councilor Gould as follows. Move to approve transfer of funds from account number 270-0000330011, Community Preservation Funds unreserved, in an amount of $332,892 to the following three accounts. Account number 270-0000330022, Historic Preservation Reserve Fund, in an amount of $110,964. account number 270-000033-023, Community Housing Reserve Fund, an amount of $110,964, and account number 270-000033-021, Open Space Reserve Fund, in an amount of $110,964. Additionally, move to approve transfer from account number 270-000033-011, Community Preservation Fund unreserved, an amount of $166,446, to the following three accounts: account number 270-000033-021, Open Space Reserve Fund, an amount of $110,964, account number 270-0033-022, Historic Preservation Reserve Fund, an amount of $27,741, and lastly, account number 270-000033-023, Community Housing Reserve Fund, an amount of $27,741. That motion was approved by the committee unanimously, Mr. President. I now bring that to the full council for consideration. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor McGinn. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould. Counselor Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next item on the agenda was a transfer of funds from Community Preservation Act in an amount of $400,000. It's explained by Mr. Gingras that a couple of these projects had been approved by the CPC, and there hadn't been money moved from the unreserved fund to make sure they were adequately covered. So to address that, this was an additional request from the CPC, and there was a motion made by Councilor Turco to approve a transfer of funds from account number 270-000033-011, Community Preservation Act unreserved fund balance in an amount of $400,000, to account number 270-000033-021, Community Preservation Act open space, in an amount of $400,000. That motion passed the committee unanimously. Mr. President, I now bring that to the full council for consideration. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor McGinn. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. The next item on the agenda was transfer of funds, Community Preservation Act Administrative, in an amount of $10,000. Mr. Gingras, Director of Finance, explained that this is, again, another annual transfer done by CPC to cover administrative expenses, and then it is typically use about 3/4 of the balance each year, but it's required that we have a mechanism to fund that. Ultimately, there was a motion made by Councilor Gould as follows: to move to approve transfer from account number 270-0033-011, Community Preservation Act unreserved fund balance, an amount of $10,000, to account number 270-000033-024, Community Preservation Act Administration, in an amount of $10,000. That motion passed the committee unanimously, Mr. President, and I'll bring that to the full council for consideration. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor McGinn. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next item on the agenda was a request for transfer of funds for cemetery capital improvements in an amount of $157,750. That request was explained by Ms. Gingras, and ultimately a motion was made by Councilor Turco as follows. Move to approve transfer of funds from cemetery sale of lots and graves, account number 270-33006 in an amount of $36,750, and cemetery perpetual care, account number 500-000-32303 in an amount of $121,000, to cemetery capital improvements, account number 3000491058608 in an amount of $157,750. That motion passed the committee unanimously, Mr. President. I now bring that for full consideration by the full council. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor McGinn. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning
Yes.
Martin, Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. The last item on the agenda for the Finance Committee tonight was a transfer of funds for Preservation Tannery 1 affordable units in an amount of $100,000. Mr. Gingras explained that this was the last portion of the commitment that the city made with respect to the overall commitment of $950,000. So this was the last $100,000 because the payments were split over 2 fiscal years. So this completes that obligation. And ultimately, there was a motion made by Councilor Gould as follows. Move to approve community preservation, community housing, account number 270-000-33023 in an amount of $100,000, to Preservation Tannery 1 affordable units, account number 270-018-11-58564-2019-000381 in an amount of $100,000. That motion passed the committee unanimously, Mr. President. I now bring that for consideration to the full council. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor McGinn. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes. Yes.
Gould, Councilor Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. That completes the report. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor McGinn. Next item on the agenda is motions, orders, and resolutions. Councilor Welton.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion for a crosswalk and additional signage to be installed at the corner of Corwin Street, crossing Linfield Street, for the purpose of pedestrian safety to and from Radin Park. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor Welton. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville, McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor Welton.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd also like to just thank Veterans Agent Steve Patton, Mayor Betancourt, Commander Dunn, and others who were able to put together a Veterans Day celebration earlier this week to properly thank and pay tribute to our veterans in Peabody. And lastly, I would like to recognize Ward 1 resident Evan Bedard, who in his public service project for the National Junior Honor Society has organized a socially distanced food drive. And if you're interested in assisting in his efforts, please feel free to email or call me and I can help facilitate. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Welton. Councilor Sasslaw.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to make a motion to receive item 8D and set up a public hearing.
You heard the motion by Councilor Sasslaw. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charist,
Yes.
Yes.
yes. Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor Sasslaw.
Thank you, Council President. I'd also like to make a motion to request at the next, to set up a meeting of the Public Service Committee and ask Director of Public Services, Mr. Labossiere, to come before us to discuss and give us an update on the water project. Specifically, I'm looking for information regarding when we might see an increase in water pressure in the various neighborhoods that are going to be affected by it, and also a timetable for repaving of Lowell Street. And the other thing I'd like him to discuss is he can just give us an update on preparations for the upcoming winter snow season, so move. And I'd like to see if that could be done maybe the first meeting in December to give him some time and would be appropriate with the season coming. Thank you. So move.
You heard the motion by Councilor Sasslaw. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charist,
Yes.
Manning Martin. Yes. Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor Sasslaw.
Thank you, Council President. And lastly, I would like to wish my wife a happy 26th anniversary. Thank you.
Happy anniversary. Thank you, Councilor Sasslaw. Councilor Mitsoulas.
Happy anniversary. Oh, it's, okay, it's my turn, excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Under suspension of the rules, I'd like to go to item 8C. I'd like to receive and set up a public hearing. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
I'm sorry, which item on the agenda, Councilor Mitsoulas?
80, Mr. Chairman.
You heard the motion by Councilor Mitsoulas. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charist,
Yes.
Manning Martin. Yes. Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville.
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor Mitsoulas.
I have no motions, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Mitsoulas. Councilor Gould.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, I'd like to make a motion to receive item 8G. And on that subject, I want to thank all my fellow councilors for being very conscious of the time frame involved in helping us come up with a solid housing plan document. And Mr. Bellavance and his crew are working at it diligently. And we will schedule another subcommittee meeting or a committee meeting of the whole to discuss the update and vote on it. But there is no date on that yet, but we'll get to it as soon as we can. Thank you, Mr. President.
You heard the motion by Councilor Gould. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charist,
Yes.
Yes.
Manning Martin. Yes. Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Counselor Gould.
No further motions, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor Gould. Counselor Charisse.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to make a motion under the suspension of the rules to accept 8C. And can we vote on that tonight because it's just looking for a vote for acceptance? Or do we need to set up a meeting hearing to make a vote? I'm under the impression we could just vote on it tonight for acceptance
I'm pulling it up right now. My computer just
to the
died.
clerk.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that was,
Mr. President, I think that's that's legal affairs. We can,
Counselor Melville.
I believe that would have to go to legal affairs.
I do believe it has to be subcommittee.
Okay, can we put it through subcommittee? Council Melville, I think. Who's that? That's yourself, right, Councilor Melville? Only, and if we can expedite this, because this is something that's been ongoing for several years. It's been approved by the Planning Committee, and it just basically paperwork to accept a parcel of land that we've been maintaining now for the last 4 years.
Yep, I think it's just a referral to legal affairs, and then we'll go through the process.
Okay, so move.
You heard the motion by Counselor Charisse. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton.
Yes.
Sasslaw. Mitsoulas.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Charis.
Yes.
Manning Martin. Yes. Turco.
Yes.
O'Neill. Melville.
Yes.
McGinn.
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Counselor Charisse.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to move to accept and set up a hearing for 8F. And on that meeting, if we could have the presence of the building commissioner, because I think he may have information. This is regarding electronic messaging board. I think we have bylaws on that. Councilor Manning, I think you're very familiar with that. I'm thinking if we have him present, that he can be able to answer some questions also. So move.
The motion by Counselor Charisse. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton.
Yes.
Sasslaw.
Yes.
Mitsoulas.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Charis.
Yes.
Manning Martin. Yes. Turco.
Yes.
O'Neill.
Yes.
Melville. McGinn.
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Counselor Charisse.
Thank you. Just a couple of information. One that Councilor Sasslaw picked up already on, requesting the DPW to present when the water pressure, but mainly when the Lowell Street is going to be repaired. You know, everyone, I get a lot of calls, like everyone else does, that you can't drink a cup of coffee driving down Lowell Street. It's more rockier than a roller coaster. So if we can really get that up and going, get some information, because we get a lot of calls on that. The other one, just FYI too, is that we're going to have a joint city council school committee ad hoc meeting Monday the 16th, 5 p.m. at the library at the high school. Another FYI is the ZBA December 7th meeting, also Zoom, and that's on the King Street. They had a meeting this week. I was in attendance on Zoom. A lot of information came out. They asked for neighborhood input, elected officials input, and department heads. So it's a lot of information coming in, so worthwhile to catch that. That is always posted on the city website for the dates and information on what's going on there. So again, for FYI. Another one, accept the late communication 1. So move.
You heard the motion.
And that's on a letter from 2 fine students of this high school for Mental Health Awareness Day. I'm going to kill their last names, so bear with me, Amber Karikopoulos,
Kikopolis.
and Aja Alamonte.
Perfect.
They're doing a DECA project, it's T-shirts. They're asking for our sizes so we can be wearing green that day. I tried to go on the link, wasn't able to process, but I just let people know they're asking for your sizes of your T-shirts. So on the record, I'm a medium, so this, so we can just put that on the record. That will be all, thank you.
On the information, Councilor Manning Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I as well would like to commend those two students for bringing up such an important subject of mental health, and I'm thankful that they included us. So good work to those two students. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilor Charest. Councilor Manning Martin. Sorry, that was a motion to receive the late communication. Roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis. Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor Charest.
No further motions, thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Manning Martin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 8A. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor Manning Martin. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor Manning Martin.
No further motions, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilor Turco.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 8B.
You heard the motion by Councilor Turco. Seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin, Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor Turco.
Thank you, Mr. President, and just a statement that I just wanted to thank the city clerk, the Board of Assessors, and the poll workers for a fabulous election. I'm sure they may be able to find work in other states at this point if Allison's looking to help out throughout the country. But again, thank you very much. It was seamless, and the process was amazing to see, so thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Turco. Councilor O'Neill.
Thank you, Mr. President. No formal motions tonight, but I certainly will agree. Outstanding job, Allison. Not only your staff doing the, as we know, the early voting, mail-in voting, but also, let's be honest, you and your staff continue to do the job of the city clerk throughout this process, both in the primary and general election. So kudos again. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor O'Neill. Councilor Melville.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yep, they kind of stole my thunder on that one, Allison. You did a great job. And I know talking to you in April, this was something that was really weighing on your mind, and you did a great job. I think one thing I would ask is, and we won't make this in the form of a motion, that we start thinking about what the best practices that came out of this election, that maybe we can continue forward into our municipal and other state elections, that we can try to see what we can do to maintain that. But overall, big sigh of relief, but you did a great job, and I hope you have, in your long, illustrious career as our city clerk, the first 6 months of it have been the most exciting. I hope that's the case. So, no further motions. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Melville. Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. And while we're on the topic, I want to add my voice to those, my sentiments to that as well. It was just an exceptional job under, particularly challenging circumstances, and you and your office did the city very proud. So thank you so much for hard work and dedication. And as much as Councilor Turco wants to mention the assessors, I'm not really sure how they came into it, but, but thank you to the Board of Registrars as well. And the Mr. President, I would like to make a motion under suspension of the rules to receive item 7A and approve the appointments of the following individuals: Susan Antonellis, 78 Newfields Road, Exeter, New Hampshire, 03833, to the position of Board Assessor for a term, 3-year term to expire September 6, 2023, and Michael Vanali, 24 Osborne Street, Peabody, Mass., to the Conservation Commission member with a term to expire 12/31/2021 for a 1-year term. So moved.
The motion by Councilor McGinn, seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw.
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Under suspension of the rules, move to receive item 7B and refer to finance. So moved.
You heard the motion by Councilor McGinn, seeing no discussion on the motion, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis, Manning Martin, Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Councilor McGinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. No further motions.
Thank you. I have no motions this evening. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
You heard the,
Thank you, everybody.
you heard the motion by Councilor Manning Martin, roll call vote.
Councilors Welton,
Yes.
Sasslaw,
Yes.
Mitsoulas,
Yes.
Gould,
Yes.
Charis,
Yes.
Manning Martin,
Yes.
Turco,
Yes.
O'Neill,
Yes.
Melville,
Yes.
McGinn,
Yes.
Rozignol.
Yes.
Motion carries 11-0.
Thank you all. Have a good night.